Everything changes with a moment. A seemingly small action that realigns the fate of something far greater and which, at the time, appears insignificant. Back in 2016, under the management of Louis van Gaal, it was hard to predict the future of Manchester United with total accuracy. Like anything, there were too many unknown variables to track. What we can certainly predict today is that they will fight to the death for the season's Premier League title after yesterday's emphatic 4-0 victory over Everton. They're now the real deal. Perhaps it wasn't what mathematician Edward Norton Lawrence had in mind when he came up with the butterfly effect, but when United's £58 million signing Anthony Martial overstretched his hamstring during the warm-up for their game against FC Midtjylland back in February 2016, everything about the Red Devils' future dramatically changed with the decision to use 18-year-old Marcus Rashford in his place. It had been a stormy few years up until that point. They were a fractured football club. Results were miserable. They lost 7 and drawn 6 of their past 20 games. By their standards, their past 2 league positions were dreadful, 7th in 2013-14 and 4th in 2014-15. Most of all, the mood of the team itself was broken. Even rival fans didn't recognize this United side. It didn't feel right. Rashford's introduction to the team gave the club vitality on an evening when things seemed like they'd just gone from bad to worse. Going into their Europa League game versus Midtjylland, a little-known Danish team only established in 1999, United were trailing 2-1 on aggregate. What they didn't need just 30 minutes to kick off was their new main man and hope for the future, Anthony Martial, limping off in the warm-up. It was just typical of United's luck at the time. Rashford went on to put on a world-class display for a boy of his years, scoring 2 debut goals to send his team into the hat for the next round. His impact at the club didn't stop there. The then 18-year-old's energy, power and panache pumped life into the club, which most importantly translated into results. They went on to win 56% of their games that season compared to 48% without him before his debut. For prospective managers interested in replacing the soon-to-be sacked Louis van Gaal, he helped make United an attractive proposition again. For the fans, they had a new hero. Rashford flipped the mood at Old Trafford, eventually enough to attract Jose Mourinho, one of the world's best managers, into taking over as boss in May 2016. He's since completely reinvigorated the team, removing all of the dead wood, Rooney et al., and in its place littered the team with world-class stars all over the pitch. United have won 4 trophies since Rashford's inception into the team: the FA Cup, League Cup, Community Shield, and Europa League. Their winning mentality is back and everyone can feel it. Sitting joint top of the table alongside rival City with an identical record after 5 games so far this season, their squad is adequately equipped and tactically tuned to take over as the Titans of English football once again. Before Rashford's debut, United signed Daley Blind and Marcos Rojo to get them back on their feet. Now they're signing Paul Pogba and Romelu Lukaku to get them back where they belong, at the top. There have, of course, been other factors to which United can attribute to their change in fortunes. However, what the club needed to reignite their wonder years of the 90s was a spark, and Rashford duly obliged. The now 19-year-old Mancunian, who remains a key figure in the team, symbolizes the new mood at Old Trafford, one of confidence, positivity and punch. It is anyone's guess where United would be if Martial's hamstring didn't ping the night in 2016, but right now they're the Premier League team to beat. And you don't need to be a mathematician to figure that out. Like this. Now read,